Welcome back. We are here with the wood cart to finally get this thing in its final iteration that will be a functioning wood hauler for us for our golf cart or tractor. So today the goal is to cut off these hubs and move them about halfway down the cart. We'll remove the back wheels, move them to the middle, so we have a middle axle. Now, unfortunately, I can't remove the whole axle. It would just be too much work, and I don't think it would be worth it. I want the support structure of that middle pipe there to hold the whole thing, the frame together. So I'm going to try to cut this right here. My only concern is the bearings are right in here somewhere, and I know this has a grease point, and I think it fills this whole thing with grease. So I hope that this won't mess with the bearing at all. So we're going to cut this off, and we're going to cut this off. I also purchased a hitch that will, I'm going to get rid of the hitch design that I had on here, and I'm either going to bolt or weld. I think I'm just going to weld this right on there. And then I would like to add some kind of a chainsaw holder either on the front here somewhere across the front of this, so I can set my chainsaw right there. Let's get cutting. Well, we are just about complete, and I love the center position for those wheels. It really, it balances the thing almost perfectly, so there's almost no weight on the tongue. I'm gonna leave these back hubs on here for right now till I test it out a little bit more, and then I'll cut those off later. I didn't get these perfectly straight. It was difficult because nothing's really square on this. You can see the frame, you know, even bends out here because the piece of scrap I got was bent. If the tires were going to be bent in any direction, I wanted them to be bent this way. That way, when you put a lot of weight on it, maybe it'll straighten out a little bit. I don't know. This hub, I must have cut into the pipe a little bit further. Look at how close the tire is to this. So I'm actually going to take this wheel off and throw some washers on the inside to space it out just a little bit further. Well, it worked perfectly. The only thing that I noticed was as we hit bumps, this pops out of here and falls down like that. I think if I put a bolt in here, sticking out a little ways, that it would prevent this from falling out. But the golf cart hauls it up the snowy driveway just fine, empty, so I can use it to haul things around, trash cans and small loads of wood and other things. I think that would be great. So the next test is going to be to hook it up to the tractor, and we'll haul out some big logs from the valley and see if we can make it up the hill. Before our final test, I'm just not digging this color. I think we need to go with black. That's actually more than doubles what I can haul in each load, which is exactly what I wanted. So that's about a maybe 18-foot oak log, about 18 inches in thickness or diameter. And I loaded up as many chunks as I could fit in there. It held up great. So just compared to what I could haul in the main bucket, I can only fit really 3 pieces. Sometimes I can fit 2 bigger pieces on the top in these little gaps here and fit 5. And this is holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. So we'll see how well it hauls up the hill. Well, what I have learned, the trailer is awesome. It works perfectly. It's actually, I don't want to say indestructible, but it's way tougher than I thought. I mean, I was dropping those big 8 to 12 foot sections of oak in there, those logs. I wanted to kind of beat it up a little bit, see if anything would bend or break or how much the axles would hold and the welds and all that. But it seems to be great. So I have no complaints about the trailer. I think I can take the front off and the back tailgate flap down or take it off, and I can put a good 8 or 10, maybe 12 foot section of log in there stacked up, a couple of them stacked high, and I can use the tractor and the bucket to stack them in there. Then I can move it around, haul stuff that way. So it'll haul all the weight that I want. The only problem is I couldn't make it up the hill. I couldn't make it up the hill with that weight in there at all. The only thing that I would maybe do differently, I think I might get a bolt-on hitch or tongue jack here and put that on there. I think that would be very helpful so that I can disconnect it, leave it off the ground, because the hitch is just buried in the mud when I take it off the tractor. And that way I can leave it on the jack and load it up with logs with the tractor, and then hook it back up and go away with it. So, but everything seems good. Nothing bent, and it works. Maybe I should have built a railroad track or a skyway or a zip line or whatever. Maybe I should have listened. You guys had the right ideas from the very beginning. I'll have to figure out a way to improve that road down to the valley. And so I can't really haul anything out of there right now in the wintertime. It's not the end of the world. I do most of my wood collection during the nicer months of the year anyway, and I can get it out of there just fine when it's not muddy. That is it, at least for now, for the wood hauling trailer. The next project down the road will be to make a smaller cart that is maybe powered that I can use to haul wood over to the wood boiler. So we'll work on that later on in the winter. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts as always. Thumbs up on today's video, and we'll see you next time.